So it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, and no matter what you think of that day, whether you love celebrating it or you think it's all a bit of manufactured nonsense, it is a day that prompts many of us to think about our relationships. And if you get my emails or you watch my videos like this one, I'm guessing that you are in a serious relationship with alcohol. Or maybe you and alcohol have just recently separated. Perhaps you're on a break and it's kind of working out okay, but when you see alcohol hanging out with other people, you do still feel that pang of jealousy and wonder if you did the right thing. I know this relationship analogy sounds like a silly one, but you really do have a relationship with alcohol. I mean, just think about the amount of time that you spend together and the time that you spend thinking about alcohol, thinking about whether there's really a future for you together, thinking about why you keep going back to booze when you always end up feeling so bad about yourself. Perhaps you've been thinking about how you can't seem to live apart, but you're not really good for each other either. Back in my drinking days, I swear there were times when it was like dating two people at once. I would have my real life boyfriend and then my other close partner, alcohol, on the scene. So if alcohol was a real life partner in your life, would they be good enough for you? Would they be someone who deserves your time and attention? It can be helpful to think about alcohol in the way that you think about real life relationships. Because if you were romantically with someone who regularly made you feel bad, let you down, and never followed through on their promises, I don't think that you would put up with that for too long, right? When I work with women on my Getting Unstuck course, something that we often talk about together are the mixed emotions of breaking up with booze. Because it really can feel like splitting up with someone. And if you are struggling with the idea of ending your relationship with alcohol right now because it seems unthinkable to not have alcohol in your life, and right now you can't imagine a future where you're not together, then I really want you to think about what I'm going to say next. Because I'm pretty sure that at some point in the past, you've been in a relationship where you just knew it wasn't working out. And you knew breaking up was the right thing to do. But you still felt sad about it in the moment. There was still some upset, perhaps a lot of distress, but you knew it was the right thing. And there were times when you wished it didn't have to happen because you really felt their absence and you knew it was going to be hard. So you had that whole mix of emotions and yet you still did it. And didn't you eventually move on and get over them? Now I'm going to take this a step further and ask you this. Can you think of a relationship you've had that has ended in that messy way I've just described, where it was the right thing to do, but you were all over the place for a while, but since that breakup, you've since met someone else? Maybe you went on to meet your dream partner. Perhaps you are watching this and you're married right now, or you're in a long-term relationship with someone who you would never have met if you'd stayed with that other guy or girl just because you couldn't handle the breakup. So yeah, sure, that breakup felt messy and it felt like such a big deal at the time, but if you'd stayed with that person, what would your life be like now? You might never have met the partner that you're with now, or you might never have taken that dream job or gone traveling or done some of the amazing things that are just such a routine part of your life right now. And if you've ever stalked any of your exes on Facebook, which obviously I would never do, but I hear from other people that doing that can sometimes make you think, oh my God, I can't believe that breakup was so epic. I actually had a lucky escape there. And you know that back at that time, ending that relationship felt like the end of the world, but you've moved on. And it's exactly the same with alcohol. It really is. What seems like a big deal right now won't always be. And sometimes you do have to make difficult decisions in the moment in order to protect your long-term health and happiness. But is it worth it? Is it all going to be okay? Totally. Because if you can untangle yourself from alcohol for just long enough to give sobriety a chance, then you might just find that alcohol-free living swoops in and sweeps you off your feet. It's a much better partner, I promise. So I'm Kate B. Wherever you're watching this, please scroll down and leave me a comment and let me know, what is your relationship with alcohol like? Like, are you on a break? Are you getting a divorce? Are you just having an affair at the weekends? I would love to hear about your relationship status. I'll say that. So yeah, let me know in the comments, and I hope you have a great week.